frontal temporal dementia with cognitive impairment. I know people think I'm crazy, but there's medical evidence that it's possible.
I would describe Carl as crazy.
Carl's just a character. Everybody loves Carl.
To be around Carl, you can't help but laugh.
I'm Carl Moore, and I've had ALS for 19 years.
Carl was diagnosed in January of 1994. I had been a therapist for many years, and so I knew what was likely to happen.
Lou Gehrig had died from it, but okay, life's throwing me this pitch, what am I going to do?
Within a few months of Carl's diagnosis, we attended a support group, and unfortunately the group disbanded after the second time that we attended the meeting, which was sad to us, and we felt that both the other people that were attending the meeting and ourselves needed this to continue.
When we went to our first support groups, there was a lot of information about living with the disease. So when we started our support group, I wanted help, and I wanted to help people.
It was one of the worst days of my life. I was very devastated, needless to say. I remember being confused, and my sister's also a physician, so she knew exactly what was going on. And when I said, "Is Jeff going to go back to work?" she hesitated and she said, "This isn't going to get better."
When Kevin was diagnosed, we didn't know a lot about ALS, and the Evergreen chapter ALS was instrumental in helping us through all of the challenges. Meeting Carl and Merilyn Moore, it was amazing because Carl is so inspirational in dealing with the challenges of ALS.
This chapter, which is relatively young, which was started by Carl Moore, is an award-winning chapter.
We were introduced to the Evergreen chapter through the Virginia Mason Clinic. Carl particularly was always encouraging people to be proactive, and we got that from the beginning from that support group.
I learned volunteering or helping people from my parents. So it's in my blood that that person needs help, and I have the ability, the knowledge, or the tools, I should help them.
He makes the most of every day, tries to push himself as hard as he can, and to help other people.
You always get something back from it. I know that sounds cliche, but I get as much from my fellow ALS people as they might get from me.
Personable, helpful, caring.
I would describe Carl as crazy as well, but also he is so kind and sensitive to where people are at and what they need.
I don't know what it's like to live with the disease when it's quick, when it happens in 2 or 3 years or 9 months. I just know I get up every morning, and if I'm breathing, it's a good thing. I have a beautiful wife, I have a good family, I have great friends. The chapter has been wonderful. I do support groups and barbecues and a few fundraisers, but yeah, this is the only life I've got, and I should live it that way. My longevity has made me want to live for those who can't or haven't. I've been given this extra time. I need to live in a way that shows how grateful I am for my time.